Hey guys, it's John here, and I've been listening to records a lot. Haven't been doing the VC as much as I said, and my headspace is more in. I've been doing a lot of 45s and 1950s, 60s stuff, a little 70s. So I'm going to talk heavy metal, but in the background we're going to just spin some 45s. And the first tune is probably my favorite doo-wop tune, if you call it doo-wop, you know, vocal R&B or rock and roll from the 50s. And it's a band called the Versatones, and this is their tune called Billa. And really great tune. But I got a heavy metal. I'll talk about heavy metal records. I got a record the other day for a good price. The band Witch from California, 1984. I believe they just put out one record, and I think they maybe put it out themselves or OTT. I forget what label. I looked it up, but they were on Axe Killer Records in France. Put out the record, and if you know anything about Axe Killer, they always like to put out their own covers different than the American covers. So whenever they had an American band, they'd have an alternate cover, and I had to get this because of the cover. The American cover was basically this photo of the chick on the front, and the back cover was like a picture of them in the woods here. But this cover is great because they must have just sent them the promo pictures and let them pick what they wanted. I don't want to talk about it. But you got a naked guy on this cover. It's crazy. But the guy is wearing no clothes except for fishnet stockings and a fishnet shirt. And I don't know how they let this photo go. He's only wearing a belt, a chain, and a handkerchief, and he's completely naked. And like, I understand what you're going for in the heavy metal days, but there's no way anyone should be able to show up in fishnet. I'm sure he had a cod piece or something, but I don't see it in this picture. I just see a naked man, and there's no way I would let that go out to public. There's no way I'd even show up to a photo shoot and try to get that photo taken. And if I was the guys in the band, I would never let that guy show up to this photo. So that's the main reason I got this record, is because of this absolutely crazy cover, and it's a cool band called Witch. The Hex is on. But this is really almost mind-blowing that they allowed this guy to get through this. He's got too much makeup on, his face is almost white, and the back photo is almost as brilliant because the front of the cover of the original record had this chick on there, and they're grabbing her, and across the bottom said, like, the Hex is on. But the French put the whole photo in that was supposed to be cropped or covered up. And you see the guy wearing the fishnet, he shows up, he's got jeans on. Someone, not this guy here, but he's got like a baseball shirt, and he rolled up the sleeve so you don't see his like regular shirt with his metal regalia there. And someone else, probably this guy, came in shorts, and you see like his hairy leg and like socks and just some bad Nikes. So like just even dirty white socks, not even like rock and roll socks. And this is 84, so this is before like the Metallica jeans and sneakers look was in. But that was supposed to be cropped out, and I bet you when they saw this record come back from France, like, oh man, like it's hard to see on the video, but just some hairy leg, a white sock and a bad Nike, and let me roll my sleeve up so it doesn't get in the picture, and they just send the whole thing out. But anyway, it's not a great record at all. It's 1984, California. Still where they're going, they look a little glammy, but they're going for heavy metal. And it's just not good. It's only 5 tracks. Poorly, it sounds like a demo. You could even hear the drummer counting off. They didn't even cut that, like before the songs. And he sounds like I don't even know who the singer is. I'm guessing the guy in the tree is the singer. But it's just like a weak D. Snyder and standard U.S. metal, but well worth having for a period piece. And maybe that's that. I don't know. The next one we're going to listen to, this is a really cool track. It was on the Dearborn label, and as far as I know, this song has never been comped on any 60s. There's the original sleeve, Dearborn, and it's a New York band called Tino and the Revlons, and they basically do a cover they do a cover of what's it, Lazy Mary or Mezzo Mary. It's like a Lou Monte kind of novelty 50s Italian song, and then they do it with Chuck Berry or Johnny Rivers' Memphis is the background track. But 60s garage style, but it's still got a good beat, like to be a stroller. I think this could be like a club hit, like overseas. But it's killer, like New York Italian singing in Sicilian. But anyway, we'll let this play in the background. But I love it, and there's a guy in the back speaking his broken Italian. He's got like a stroll beat. This next one, Black Widow record, Street Fighter. This is a German band from '84. Turn it down a little. But this is an absolutely fabulous German metal record, and it's definitely German, a little outside of heavy metal. Crazy cover again. We'll go over the cover, but you got a little kid dressed as a biker with the with like looks like a Nazi helmet if you ask me, riding a bicycle, hopped up like a motorcycle, and he's captured some woman with this wimpy chain. And on the back, he captures the band. They blacked his tooth in, and he's got the band wrapped around this chain. I'm not really sure what's going on, but peeking through the window is the lady from the front, except she's holding a tray of coffee. But here her hands are like wrapped behind her. Very bizarre album cover. And then there's the kid down there. But this is a killer record, and this is on the Attic label, so it's a Canadian press. The vocalist has like almost a 1986 New York hardcore delivery. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. And the guitarist has his own style, very almost like I don't want to say funky, but a lot of like riff strumming, like strum riffing or whatever you want to say it. But really cool record. Maybe I'll drop it. I don't know if I'll drop it on, but it's worth checking out if you want to hear a song. If it's on YouTube, talking about you. Every song is catchy, and they have a ballad called "Crazy Train Blues," which is an ode to Randy Rhoads. And like, "Oh Randy, where did you go?" And he's like almost crying, kind of thing. Very sad, but absolute wonderful record. Highly listenable, very enjoyable. And just some housekeeping here while this is playing. I got this on recommendation from Chris, Final Transmission. Absolutely great. I had one or two other LPs by them and maybe a 45 or two. But they all are lousy, but this record is so good. Stack Attack. British glam, one of the only British glam rock bands. But it's a bizarre, I think, heavy metal records. Heavy metal with a newer label, or at least a different label. This is from, I think, 1984. But I think it's recorded with a drum machine as far as I could tell, and the guitars are really bizarre tones, so it comes off like a new wave, almost power pop record. Real catchy, real hooky, wonderful record. Recommend that. Alright, next tune. That was Tino and the Revlons on the Dearborn label. And this we're going to listen to Ginny Arnell, like a female pop rock and roll. But the funny thing about this, the song's called Dumbhead, and the chorus is pretty funny. And that's on MGM. I don't know if I showed this. This is a reissue of Death Human. I just want to file it away. It's sounds great pressing. Nice inner. Highly recommend that. So now I think I have the first 4 Death records. I think I'm basically done with that band as far as I am. And just, I pulled this out. I don't know, someone, I think Nasty Metal was talking about this or something, but this is an old Demon pack from High Roll. It's just 6 songs. It's their 45, which I think I have a bootleg of, and then 4 songs of demo. Just new wave of British heavy metal. Really good. And I think this is early High Roll. I don't even, there's no inner or story. 2006. High Roller number 5. So this is a real early High Roll. I've had this since probably came out. Finally got my copy of Painkiller. I mean, it's been a few months now, but reissue on Sony. But wonderful, wonderful Priest record. Never had this on vinyl, so thrilled. But now I can file that away. Shiva. I don't know if I've ever showed this, but new wave of British heavy metal, a little proggy, a little like Rush, a little bit. This is also on heavy metal. Oh, it's got an inner, a weird inner. It's the same on both sides, just lyrics. Kind of a waste. On the classic heavy metal label. And they're not great, but they have a couple good songs. Angel Mons, I think Rock On. I have a single or 2 of them. That's pretty good. But decent, not the heaviest thing in the world. But I could file that back. Let's see what else I got. That's Dumb Head by Jeannie Arnell, if you just want a kitschy chick pop tune. Let's see what we got here. Let's see this one. I haven't cleaned some of these. Some of these are old. This is from Kai Ray. This is a reissue on Norton Records. I picked this up a long time ago. Onslaught, Shell Shock. This is a 12-inch. And this is with Steve Grimmett from Grim Reaper when he joined the band. And cool thing about this, I hope I didn't show this, I just need to file it, but they do Shell Shock, the A side, and then they cover Angel Witch, Confused, and this is like 86. No, this is 88. So it was a pretty early cover of new wave of British heavy metal, and then they cover H.I.'s on the B side, which is a punk song. Was it the Ruts? I think the kind of reggae punk British band, right? The Ruts. H.I. So it's pretty cool. And I don't know. This is on an American, I think. This is on London Records. And I picked this up a long time ago. Chris also recommended this. I always knew about this record. I used to see it around, but never got it. Cool chick metal, Leather Angel, We Came to Kill. Pretty incompetent metal, but worth getting. And they cover Whole Lot of Love, and they do the whole thing with the middle section, everything. Well worth hearing their version of Whole Lot of Love. But since they're all chicks playing, it's early. This is 83. Oh yeah, 83. Jeez, the name of the label is Miami 1992. I got confused for a second. And what do we got? A little promo sheet. Leather Angel, yeah. Miami 1992. And what am I at? I'm at 14 minutes. That's too long. I'm not showing anything great. And that's on the. This is just a Norton reissue of the. Norton does like some bizarre 45s. Actually, they do many bizarre 45s. So should do a punk. This is kind of mean. I'll just pull out a 60s punk tune. And this has not been cleaned. The Trogs from Home. I don't know, I had this laying around. Might as well talk about Piper if I ever showed this. Billy Squire, this is his third record. Third? I don't know what record this is. Second Piper record. I think they only had two now. And worth it for the track Blues for a Common Man. Pretty good hard rock, catchy, like radio friendly. Good album. But Blues for a Common Man, it's got like real Stones vibe, slide guitar. And I'll just let this get to the chorus. From home. Alright, that's it. I just gotta file some records. I can pull some others out, but next time. Great tune, Trobs, From Home.